Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be speaking about the 1907 Indian head penny. Now, this coin is a pretty cool historic coin. We're going to talk about all the values and history and that sort of thing, but also a few of these are going to be worth way more than the normal 1907 because of a small variety, basically an abnormality, a misprint in sort of layman's terms where, most of these coins were produced to the highest standards, but a few of them, there was a mess up in the process of producing the coins, and those are obviously collectors seek after them and are going to pay more, so you want to be able to identify those. So I'll show you close-up where on this coin to look for it, give you a general estimate on values, then have close-up error photos at the end where I can explain them, and then also talk about the value at different condition points, so what state the coin is in. But let's get right into it. And on this 1907, again, this one does not have the error, but you're going to be looking really close at the date because there's actually going to be up to 6 different repunch dates that I've got clear photos of and are attributable at the major grading companies. There's more than that, but again, we're just going to be close up on the date. Obviously, the back being right there, but the front of the coin has the date. Let me show you those photos along with their values. So here we have the first of these repunch dates, and you can see it sort of protruding from the 9 and especially in the bottom of the 0. But this one is a findable coin, and I always, I mentioned the history. We're sort of nearing the end of the Indian head cent here. In terms of mint state 63 without the error or the variety would be about 50 to 75 bucks or so. Really, VF is like $1, and maybe AU is in the 5 to 10-ish dollar range. So it's a pretty good jump in value to have one of these. And this is certified in the FS 301 listing. So a few of these, as you'll see later, are not. This one here, we've got a pretty clear repunching. Also, possibly slightly more valuable in the 64 as opposed to 63. Similar in the lower grades. But you can see the repunching pretty clearly in the middle of the 0 and then over here in the 9. A third repunch date you can see sort of in the inside of the 0 this time, a little bit on the 9. So they're really sort of all over the place, but this one is a little more towards the top of that 0. Then we're also going to get this one where you can continue to see in the top of 0. So they don't differ by a huge amount, but they are certainly different. So this one, though, seems its price history was a little weaker in AU, so I guess I adjusted it down. Now, the only thing, so I don't have for this one, there's a few that NGC certified, though they don't even have a listing photo there, and I couldn't find one, but there's a repunch date that they do as variety plus 002. For that one, you're going to see, especially in the 7, all throughout that 7, a little bit in the 1 as well, but really the 7's where to look for it. And then there's a 7th one, this is variety plus 003, and again in the 7, though it's slightly different sort of diagnostic in terms of how it presents itself, strong in the 0, and yeah, as we switch back, they're relatively similar, though it seems maybe a little less drastic on this, and even though they had the photos, it didn't seem like there were any in their population report, so still figuring out what that is, and obviously there's less price history then, but I would imagine that would be pretty similar, maybe slightly under, because there's less set registry, but still fun things that I would be looking for if I was you. Shows you the range of different repunch dates, and I'm sure that there are more varieties out there. As you can see, the snow numbers up here, like this is snow 20. We didn't go over 20 coins, so there's probably a lot to look for on these 1907s, but these are really the main ones that are currently being attributed at grading companies. So combined with the fact, they're cool coins, the Indian head cent was the last, the 1909. There was some made, then they switched to the Lincoln cent, which was the first U.S. coin, circulating coin, that had a person on it, so that was sort of significant, but they had been the main design after the Flying Eagle. That was sort of a small size penny, and then they switched the makeup of the coin over nearer to the bronze planchet that would be in the back of the coin from 1964 to 1909. So that's sort of a little bit of history there, but all of the varieties we've covered in full, so I hope that you enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. I've also got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can follow me there. TreasureTownYT.com is the main channel website. Definitely give that a visit. I've got a lot of information about me up there and the channel. CoinGrabBag.com as well currently redirects there, but it's some good opportunities for very fair grab bags, both made by me and other sellers. A lot of different options, so that's a good way to support. There's also TreasureTownCoins.com. In the future, my coin dealing operation will be done out of that website. CoinMeltPrice.com for updates on the melt prices of your coins, both US and world. A lot of resources in that website. And then CoinsMetalsCards.com being developed right now as a marketplace and news source for coins, metals, cards, and collectibles in general. So I'll see you on my future videos. Looking forward to seeing you there, and hope you have a good day.